So with the new FendtOne Armrest, there's been a reallocation of buttons more than anything else. So some buttons have moved location completely, and other buttons then have moved into the terminal. But in general, then, is what we've still got the same joystick that we can move backwards, forwards, and use the side-to-side movements on there. We have the activation paddle in the back, and the acceleration deceleration ramp switch has moved to the back of the joystick. We still then have two spool valves. We still then have our two rounds of go end buttons on here, but what we have gained then are these four white buttons on here. So as a factory preset, we got our auto steer, engage up the top here, and then these three buttons down here is we can assign them to other functions that we want to do. I got a rotary dial down the bottom here, so if I've got the cruise control activated and I want to speed up or slow down, I can quite simply just use that scroll wheel to speed up, slow down. Down the bottom of the joystick then we've got these 8 buttons here. So in this cluster of 4 here then, I've got range 1, range 2. So I'll see this then if I'm on a 500 series and a 700 series tractor. I've got then switching on the pedal mode on there, or if I press that and deactivate the green LED light, then it means I'm driving in joystick mode. I got my neutral button, and I've got the turning on and off of the TMS. I then have my two cruise control speeds as well, and then I have my 2 engine preset speeds as well, also on the joystick. But all these icons that we see down here, again, is the icon will be exactly the same as what was on the old armrest. Down the bottom here then we have some more buttons. So again, as we got our diff locks, we've got our 4-wheel drive buttons, and then we've got 5 white buttons down here. So these are more freely assignable buttons. So factory preset, if we've got guidance on the tractor, this middle one then will always be factory preset to being the steering valve switch on there. We've got the switching on and off then of our beacons, and if I've got electric wing mirrors on the tractor, then this button here would be assigned to be the electric wing mirror quick jump. But again, I can change the assignment of these buttons. If I was in the tractor that had of a 900 or 1000 series, these 2 buttons here, then the 4-wheel drives, these would actually be white buttons as well, because of the vario drive transmission taking control of the 4-wheel drive unit. These 4 blue buttons here, they relate to these 2 relate to the front linkage, these 2 relate to the rear linkage, and it's just the control state of the linkage. So if it's lit, if it's on this side here, then this will be that I'm using the position control, and then if it's onto this second one here, then it just means that the linkage is operating in float. Keeping with the linkage then we've got our linkage control here. So I've got my depth control, position control of my rear linkage on this side, and then proportional control of the rear linkage for up and down on here. And if I click it all the way forwards, it would drop to whatever I set my working depth to be, and if I click it all the way up, then it will go all the way to my maximum lifting height. And the same again for the front linkage. Here then these will just the unlocks then for the front and rear linkage on here, and again in this down here it will give you a little display as to what the operating state of the linkage is. Now on the side here there is a button, and that relates to the rear linkage, jumping between the memorized positions. We've got then our PTO. So if we've got a front PTO, that will have the 2 yellow buttons on here, but a double tap then to start the PTO. And then on this side here, again depending on what spec of tractor we've got fingertip spools. So we've either got 2 sets of fingertip spools. We might have 4 fingertip spools there. Again, we've got a master lock unlock then of the rear linkage of the rear spool valve, sorry, and then we've got individual locks as well for the spool valves. And down here again then is we'll have a little there's a little screen there that will tell us then as to whether we've got a timer on that spool valve on there as well, or whether that spool valve is in float. We have these two rotary dials here. So this one here will be doing our engine revs on here, so like a manual hand throttle if you like, and then this one is limiting the travel range then of the foot pedal of the throttle on there. So all the way forwards I'll then have it set to 50k or whatever my transmission speed is there, but if I roll it back then I'll start to limit the travel pedal range in there. Up in this side here is we've got our air conditioning control, and so we've got a twist, we've got a push, and we've got a notch side to side for this button on here. And then if we've got infotainment, so all the radio is being played through the terminal, then we'll end up with this extra button here, and this again has a twist for volume. We can notch it side to side to jump between presets, and obviously then we can press it to mute as well. We have our main rotary dial as well. So with this one is again it has a we can notch it side to side, forwards, backwards on there, as well as twisting it to help navigate around the screen. And then we have then some extra buttons around the side here. So from this one here will take us back a level. Button here that's got nine squares on there. That's our tractor launch pad button. One with the backwards forwards arrows and an eye in the middle of it. That will bring up what we call as the tractor the individual operations manager, so it helps us change the functions of the armrest. And then we have in the top corner here we have an AB button, and that will help will move a little blue triangle and relates to then what our rotary dial is controlling.